What is going on, Bolt Nation? This is LaserBolt coming at you with another Apex Legend video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at what are the best loadouts you could have in Apex Legend. Now, these loadouts are going to be beneficial to any sort of player style. Like if you like to be aggressive, that's going to work for you. If you like to be more laid back, it's also going to have a perfect loadout for you, so you guys can know exactly which loadout to go with. Now, remember, one of the crucial things when playing a battle royale game is knowing which weapon you should pick up and which weapon goes paired with each other, which one actually kind of complements one or the other. That's what we're going to be talking about today in today's video. If you're looking for a video on what exactly is the best weapon to have or weapon to use, I highly recommend you check out my video on the best weapons in Apex Legend so you guys can get a better idea of which weapons are the best. This video in particular is just going to cover which weapons actually pair well for mid-range, long-range, and kind of close quarter combat, and which loadout you should go with depending on your player style. Now, before we get started on the loadouts, I do want to recommend a couple videos that are going to be very helpful for you guys. Definitely, you guys should check out my best landing spot video. That's actually a really good one, so you guys can know what are the best spots to land. And I also would want to recommend you guys check out the best controller settings if you guys are playing on PlayStation 4 or Xbox, so you could use it within the game. Highly recommend those out. If you're still struggling to kind of get a win or just want to have some fun and chill and relax, definitely I recommend you guys stop by over on Twitch. I left a link in the description. Come by, hang out with us, and check us out. Maybe we could get a dub together. Without further ado, let's talk about this weapon loadouts. So the first loadout we're going to be talking about is going to be called the Powerhouse. Now, I'm calling this the Powerhouse because this is going to be your mid-range kind of loadout. This is going to be a very effective loadout due to the fact that it's going to help you output the most damage if you're landing your shots than anybody else that's not running this loadout. We're going to get started with the first one, which is going to be our primary weapon. We're going to pick the Wingman, which is a hand cannon. And this hand cannon is actually amazing, especially once you're able to add the skull piercer rifling and add that to the hop-up attachment slot. This will go ahead and increase your damage on headshots even further than the damage it already outputs. This is going to be one of the most powerful weapons at mid-range, and you're definitely going to want to make sure you are wielding this weapon if you're trying to go for the powerhouse of them all. So definitely, I would definitely use the Wingman for this one. Now, as your secondary, we're going to be putting something that's going to be knocking people off their socks, and we're going to be putting the Peacekeeper right here. Now, the Peacekeeper is a really good shotgun. It is one of the most popular shotguns, if not the most popular shotgun in the game. Now, the thing with secret with this one is you're definitely going to want to make sure you have the precision choke added on the hop-up attachment, because this is going to make that weapon even more deadlier and have a little bit more range. This is going to be perfect for all those close quarter combats where you feel like your Wingman's not doing so much damage, or you feel like the enemy's too close that you want to just knock them out with one complete shot. It's time for you to pull out that Peacekeeper and keep the peace and knock them off their socks. Now, this particular loadout is very beneficial for people who have really good aim and people who are tending to hit headshots, because that is what makes this loadout extremely great. Remember, the Wingman and the skull piercer rifling hop on, it gives you additional it gives you additional damage when you only hit headshots. Body shots don't give you that boost. Plus, the Peacekeeper with that headshot shot is going to be extremely damageable and cause a lot of pain. So this is going to be primarily focused, this loadout, for people who like that mid-range, like to be a little bit pushy, and also people who are able to land them shots. Now, our next loadout is going to be for people who like to keep their distance, and this is going to be more of a long-range engagement. But you also want to make sure if someone's pushing you that you're able to kind of either deter them from pushing you or just knock them out really fast. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pairing the R99. There's going to be a submachine gun that you're going to be able to run around and cause a lot of damage. Now, the secret with actually getting this SMG is that you are going to want to make sure you have extended mags for this one, because you are going to be running by the clip very fast, guys. So you're definitely going to want to make sure you find a magazine attachment as soon as you possibly can to pair this one. Another weapon that I would probably pair right here, in case you don't like the R99, the Prowler is a really good one. But the problem with the Prowler is you have to find an extended mag, and you also have to find the hop-up attachment, which gives you that selective fire. So you got to find two things instead of one. So that's why I put the R99 here instead of the Prowler. Now, for your long-range weapon, we have a big kind of a large assortment of weapons to use, but I think the best weapon that you could probably use here is definitely the G7. Now, the G7 is a scout rifle, and what makes this interesting is that it's actually a really precise scout rifle. The only reason that I might deter a little bit from picking the scout rifle on this loadout is the fact that they're both using the same ammo. So what I would do is maybe pair that with the longbow, but if you feel like you can manage the ammo correctly, then I would go with the R99 and the G7. If you feel that ammo might be a problem for you, then R99 and the longbow would definitely be a very good pair. Of course, the 50 cal is like the most powerful weapon of them all, but I think the longbow does enough damage and it's able to keep people at bay. You're able to kind of two-tap them as long as you're hitting your shots and get that engagement really far. There's going to be your long-range engagement, and if someone's pushing you, you have that R99 to defend yourself. You can even go up against any, like a Peacekeeper, as long as you're landing your shots with the R99. This is a very effective loadout. Now for the loadout that I prefer and the one that I think I feel more comfortable using, and that is like if you're kind of like a pushy player and you like to push people, you don't want to like to hang back and wait for the action to come to you. You actually want to engage the action. This is my definitely best loadout that I could possibly pick for me personally. So this is going to be, we're going to be start off with the first one, which is the R301 carbine. Now the R301 carbine is another weapon that's very dependent on attachments as far as a extended mag. It's very, you could run out of a clip really, really fast if you don't have that extended mag. So you want to make sure you're actually looking for that extended mag if you're having the R301. Now, this is going to be a very good, effective weapon for close range, mid-range, and I mean, it still does a little bit of damage at far range, but it's not like one of those weapons that you're going to be able to pepper people across the map. It's actually a really good weapon at mid-range and close range. Not like the best of the best weapon at close range, but that's why we are going to pair this with one of the best weapons at close range. Now, I'm going to let you guys decide which weapon you want to pair here as far as your gun skill. If you feel like you're really good with a shotgun, then we're going to definitely bring the Peacekeeper along with our combo or with this loadout, because that's going to allow us to make sure we mitigate the enemy at mid-range or at close range, attack them a little bit with the R301 and finish them off with the Peacekeeper, or hit them up with the Peacekeeper and then follow them up with the R301. But you basically are probably going to be doing the R301 first and then finishing them off with the Peacekeeper if they get too close. Now, if for some reason you're not too much inclined into picking up a shotgun, you're like, I don't know, I don't feel so good about the shotgun, then definitely I would pair this with the R999. Really good effective weapon at close range and a little bit at mid-range. The R301 is going to be your weapon that you're going to be using to kind of deter people as they're coming in. And then you're just going to swap over to your R999 and switch it over and finish them off and kill them as they get closer. The only problem with this, guys, is you're going to definitely have to be looking for extended mags, because you're definitely going to run out of a clip of ammo fairly fast. And you want to make sure you're able to maybe kill 2 people in one complete clip instead of having to reload and then get started on a second enemy. That's the only downfall with the R301 and the R99, is the fact that you have to find that extended mag to make them viable. As far as that, then other than that, you're actually going to be doing pretty good with this combo. So if you feel like you're a really good shotgunner, pick up the Peacekeeper. If you feel you're not so good with the shotgun, pick up a R99 and pair that with the R301. You are going to become a monster with this loadout. Now, one loadout that I'm going to name here, and this was just, I've been running it and I've been having a lot of fun with it, and maybe you guys definitely want to try it out and let me know what you guys think, is I've been rocking the Prowler, especially with all the perks attached. So the extended mag and the change of fire rate. So, I could just fire that like a full auto. And I've been running the R99 as partners. So these are like 2 like really potent weapons. Now, this is going to be mostly if you want to have fun. You're not going to be able to hit anybody from long range or mid range. These are very up close weapons. These are weapons to be used if you like to push a lot and want to maneuver your way around the map and just get close to the enemy teammates and take them out. I've been using this combo and it's actually been really effective for me. I'd highly recommend you guys definitely try it out. If you feel like maybe it's a little bit too, like you're losing too much damage as far as long range or mid range, you might want to make sure you put like a R301 in there. But definitely, try to ride that combo. Let me know what you guys think, and you guys are going to have a lot of fun using that setup. But now I want to know from you guys, what loadout are you guys using, and what loadout do you feel is you're mostly comfortable with? Are you more of a pushy player, passive player? Do you guys like to rush? Do you guys don't like to rush? And what what loadout do you feel you're comfortable with? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you have tried any of the loadouts I mentioned up here, let me know which one and why you have tried it. If you plan on trying one, let me know what you're trying to accomplish when you're trying to use that loadout. Now, these are the best ones I put together. I do want to know from you guys, though, if you have one that you feel like, Laser, you should have had included this one, please let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget, guys, if you want to stay up to date to all things epics, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and I will catch you guys on the next video.